All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really excited to get started with today's number story. Remember that we should be tracking as we are listening to the story because we're going to be looking out for three retellers. And I'm really excited to see who's going to be able to present today. I'm hoping that we'll have some new scholars who haven't yet had a chance to present their work to the group. I'm about to dive into our story for today. I know that Yet's theory is going to set a great example of using gestures. So let's make sure that as we're listening to the story, we're paying attention and using those gestures. A reminder that we do get a wiggle break at the end of number stories if we make sure that we're focused the whole time. Right now, I see a lot of wiggly bodies, so I wouldn't be sure if we could have a whole group wiggle. Kaylin, your eyes should be on the camera and your body should be still. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead. And I want you to listen up to my story. All right, listening carefully. I want to see you using those gestures as I tell. So, there was a boy named Robert, and Robert loved shapes. He loved shapes so much that he had 194 triangles. 194 triangles. That's a lot of triangles, Miriam. And he was talking to his friend Lewis in his class, and he figured out that he had 25 more triangles than Lewis. And he thought to himself, how many triangles must Lewis have? Let's go ahead and take a look at the problem together. Chloe, my dear, please make sure that your pencil is out of your hand. I know that you have really great strategies, and I want you to be able to present. But if your pencil is in your hand and you're working on the problem while we're going over it, you will not have that opportunity to do so. All right, let's go ahead and let's take a look at the problem together. Give me 1 second to share my screen. All righty. All right, taking a look at the problem. As I say the problem out loud, I want to see that you are also saying the problem out loud. Robert has 194 triangles. He has 25 more triangles than Lewis. How many triangles does Lewis have? Wow, I want to shout out Umaima. I saw her saying the problem as I was saying it. Umaima, I definitely want you to get a class dojo point because you're doing an awesome job of following along in number stories. Nice job, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to say it one more time. Robert has 194 triangles. He has 25 more triangles than Lewis. How many triangles does Lewis have? All right. Now I'm on the lookout for my expert retellers, teachers, whenever we are ready.
All right, I'm looking to call on someone with a strong silent hand showing me that they can retell. I'm going to unmute Sandy. Sandy, go ahead and go first. Go ahead, Sandy, whenever you're ready.
Robert had 194 triangles. He has 25 more than Lewis. He thought, how many triangles does Lewis have?
Excellent job, Sandy. Nice retelling. Let's all give Sandy 2 claps. 2 claps. Sandy, I love how proud you are of yourself. That makes me so happy. Such a good mathematician. All right, who's up next?
All right, I'm going to unmute Luz. Luz, go ahead.
Robert has 194 triangles. Lewis has 25 triangles. We want to know how many more triangles does Lewis have than Robert.
Let's evaluate. Is that what we're trying to figure out? How many more Robert has than Lewis?
We want to know how many.
Luz, I see some scholars evaluating. I'm going to go to Alina. You can unmute yourself, Alina. Go ahead.
I disagree with Lewis because the question is how much triangles does Lewis have?
Right. In our problem, Luce, let me quickly show it to you again. In our problem, we want to know how many triangles Lewis has. It says he has 25 more triangles than Lewis. So I'm going to read it to you one more time, Luce, and then I want you to repeat. Make sure that you're paying attention to the information that we're being given. Robert has 194 triangles. He has 25 more triangles than Lewis. How many triangles does Lewis have? All right. Let me find Luce. If we can find Luce and unmute her. Go ahead, Luce.
Robert has 194 triangles. Lewis has 25 triangles.
So Luce, I'm going to stop you. You're saying the same thing that you were before. We don't know how many triangles Lewis has. Let's take a look back at the problem again. We don't know how many triangles Lewis has. It says, how many triangles does Lewis have? That's what we're trying to figure out. So I'm going to keep this problem up on the screen, Luce, and I want you to say it for me out loud, okay? Go ahead.
Robert has 194 triangles. He has 25 more triangles than Lewis. How many triangles does Lewis have?
So Luce, what are we trying to figure out?
We're trying to figure out how many triangles does Lewis have.
Thank you. All right, let's go for our last reteller. Nice job sticking with it, Luce. Let's give her quickly 2 claps. 2 claps. Love how you stuck with it, Luce. Nice job. All right, last reteller.
All right, I am going to unmute Makissa. Makissa, go ahead.
Robert has 194 triangles. He noticed that he has 25 more triangles than Lewis. How many triangles does Lewis have?
Great job, Makissa. Giving her 2 claps. 2 claps. I want to shout out Ian. Ian, you have a class dojo point for doing an excellent job of evaluating. Kaylin, you have a warning. You are continuing to talk to yourself when your eyes should be on the screen and your body should be still. I want to make sure that you're listening during this time, Kaylin, so that way you're able to solve the problem successfully. Let's take a look at the problem one more time. All right. Robert has 194 triangles. He has 25 more triangles than Lewis. How many triangles does Lewis have? All right, I want everyone to stop and think for a second. Fists in front of your chests. Who do I see? I see Ian's ready. Yatsiri's ready. Omari's ready. All right, Cornell Cacti, I see you. All right, do you think that Lewis is going to have more than 194 triangles or less than 194 triangles? Ooh, I can see Thomas is thinking. More than 194, less than 194. Get ready? Shake, shake, show. Let's call on Daquan. Go ahead, Day.
I think Lewis is gonna have less triangles because it said that his friend had 25 more triangles than him.
Ooh, all right, I see some scholars evaluating. Can we call on someone to evaluate Daquan's idea?
I'm going to unmute Haley. She was showing me she agreed. Go ahead, Haley.
So I agree that we will have less because the problem said how
I'm going to go back to the problem for you, Haley. What in the problem makes you think that Lewis is going to have less triangles?
I think Lewis is gonna have less triangles
I said
because I think we have to
and also
subtract
you can
25 from 194.
Pause, Haley. You're getting into the operation that you think that we're going to do. Dante, you now have a warning. Your face needs to be on the camera, and you need to stop unmuting yourself. So press mute and keep your face on the camera. You now have one warning. I apologize, Haley. You were telling me the operation. In this problem, I don't see that it tells me an operation. It doesn't tell me whether I need to add or subtract. Haley, you need to throw that gum away. I don't see that it tells me to add or subtract. So before I continue on, I'm noticing that a lot of scholars are starting to unmute themselves. It's making it difficult to teach, and it's making it difficult for other scholars to listen. So your hand should be folded. You should not be touching the screen.
What?
Taking a quick look. So William, you now have a warning because I just said to stop unmuting yourself.
Miss
Let's see
Lister,
who's
can I
next.
try making it so they can't unmute themselves?
Yes, please.
Okay. You're just gonna have to unmute yourself after I do this.
No.
Hello.
So unfortunately, team, right now, I don't think that we have earned a wiggle break. I'm seeing a lot of scholars who are making poor choices. I think it's really unfortunate for those scholars like Zendaya, those scholars like Malaman, who I do see making good choices and are focused. It's disappointing. I want to make sure that we're able to solve successfully. So taking a look at our problem, what makes you think that Lewis is going to have less triangles than Robert? Going for Amelia, go ahead.
I think Lewis is gonna have less triangles because Robert because Robert has 194 triangles, and if we add more, that'll get us to more. But we don't want to have more because Robert shortened because 194 might be the total of what.
If I go back to the second sentence in the problem, it says he has 25 more triangles than Lewis. That's what Daquan was saying. Daquan was saying he has more triangles than Lewis. So if Robert has more, then Lewis must have less. If we find today that when we're solving, we get a number that is greater than 194, that's when we go back to the mathematician's plan and we say, wait a minute, that answer doesn't make sense. I must have made a mistake somewhere and I need to go back and double check my work. All right, team, we are ready to solve. Ms. Napolitano, are we ready for breakout rooms?
Yes, we are.
All right, excellent. I'm excited to see the strategies that we come up with. All right, team. Trickling in. All right. I want to give us one moment to make sure that we are all here, ready to go. I know that not all of us might have the packet. So I'm going to put the problem, I'm going to share my screen. All right. Sorry, give me one sec. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen so we can go ahead and get started solving if you don't have the problem in front of you. Just like any other day, when you have solved the problem, you should have a hand raised. Sandy, you've already solved? I'm going to chat you, bud. Jacob, you ready? I'm going to chat you. I should see that pencil moving, Lee. Widad, I should see your pencil moving. All right, Liam, can you hold it closer to the camera so I can see? That is not correct, Liam. So you need to go back and double check your math. Remember, we said today, if you get an answer greater than 194, you've made a mistake somewhere. Jacob, do you think you can hold it until writing? Okay, go ahead quickly. Message me when you're back. So Liam, I should see that you are checking your work because you did not get to the correct answer. Point to Jocelyn. Nice work, Stamina Joss. Mar, you ready? Go ahead, Mar. I can't see it, bud. You need to put it in the camera. If you can't see it on your screen, I cannot see it on mine. Yes, that is correct, Mar. Let's try a different strategy. But you got the correct answer. Nice. Point to Angel, silently working the whole time. Sandy, you ready? Go ahead, show me your work. Can you point to your answer for me? Ooh, you are very close, Sandy. Double check your work. If you didn't, I would make sure that you've labeled your work because you're very close. Go ahead, Joss. Same to you, Jocelyn. You're very close, but not correct. Go ahead, Yachts. Back up your paper a little bit, Yatsiri, just a tiny bit. Can you point to your answer for me? Yatsiri, can you chat me your answer? I can't see. Thank you. Oh, goodness gracious. Widad, I want you to be focused on solving. Go ahead, Ian. Yes, good job, Ian. You got it. Say you go, Ian. All right. Ian, can you try a different strategy for me? All right. Yatsiri, I want you to chat me your answer, love. Go ahead, Fatima. Ooh, teams, you are also very close. I'm seeing scholars who have the right idea, but are making small math errors. Let's make sure that we're using careful counting. Yes, Yatsiri, you have the correct answer. Nice job, my love. Can you show me your paper again? Can you back it up a tiny bit? Even more, Yats. You have so many strategies. I want to be able to see them all. Ooh, Yatsiri. I would like you to present your invented algorithm in the top corner. Yep, that's the one. Get ready to present, okay? All right, start thinking about how you're going to present. Someone has unmuted themselves. Liam, you need to fix your screen. All right, team. Let's see if there's anyone else who's ready to share their work. Go ahead, Kaylee. Kaylee, can you point to your answer for me, sweetheart? Put it up in the camera so I can see. If you can't see it, I can't see it. Yes, good job, Kaylee. You go, girl. All right, who else's paper have I not been able to see? Leah, my love, you need to fix your body. Fix the camera, please. Liam, you need to fix the camera. Thank you. All right, I have not had eyes on Tyler's work. Tyler, can I see your work? Yes, good job, Tai Tai. All right. Uh-oh, Kaylin, I see that you are not in your seat, my love. Can I see your work, please? Can you hold it up closer to the camera, Kay? It's hard to see. If you can't see it, I can't see it. Tyler, please put those down. Thank you.
Although at this point, your pencil should be down. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, team. As we settle back in, remember that in just a couple of minutes, we have an opportunity to have a wiggle break. I definitely would like that moment to move my body since we haven't had fitness today, but I want to make sure that we're being really respectful to the presenters. So myself and the other teachers are going to be on the lookout, and I'm going to be asking for their help to decide if we think that we've earned that wiggle. So let's make sure that our bodies are still, our eyes are on the screen. Mohammed, I love seeing Abu Bakar, but now is not the time. Please make sure that mom has it, Muhammad, because right now this is your learning time. So Muhammad, I'm waiting on you. Thank you. All right, team. Eyes are on the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can start with our presenters. All right. Let's go ahead, and our first presenter for today is going to be Alina. Let's find Alina and unmute her so she can present.
Alina is unmuted.
All right, go ahead, Alina.
So first I put a number line.
Got it. Keep going.
94. And then I took away 20.
I'm sorry, Alina, we couldn't hear you. Can you say again? What did you do after you drew your number line?
I started with 194.
Keep going, my love.
And then I took away 20.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that 109.
Uh-oh, Alina, I'm having some difficulty hearing you.
Minus
194 minus 20.
and I got 174.
Alina, why did you take away 20?
I took away 20 because I needed to get to Lewis's answer, and I know that Robert had 25 more triangles than Lewis.
Beautiful. Keep going.
Five.
I believe Alina said she took away 5. And Alina, what did you get when you took away 5?
I got 169.
Okay.
So then I got my answer 169 triangles.
Excellent.
Haley,
Nicely
check your
done.
chat.
Nicely done, Alina. All right, we're gonna go ahead and Alina, you can, never mind, I got it. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna give Alina our mirror cheer. Let me see your mirror hands up. Lorena, waiting on you. I see Daniel's there. All right, ready? Looking good. All right, nice work, Alina. All right, next up, we are going to have Yatsiri. Can we please unmute Yatsiri?
All right, Yatsiri is unmuted. I think we need a quick little reset just to make sure eyes are on the screen while Yatsiri is presenting.
Perfect. So right now I should see all pencils down, Lorena. Allison, really nice job tracking. Marcy, you are talking to someone else when your eyes should be on the screen and your sound should be off. Who else is doing a strong job of tracking? Amadali, your little
make
sibling.
Sure you sit on your bottom.
Amadali, it's okay. Your younger sibling should not be in the room right now because it's very distracting for you. All right, let's go ahead yet, Siri. I am excited to have you share out your strategy. Go ahead. I don't know why it keeps doing that. Go ahead yet, Siri.
194. Then I subtracted 10 and I got 184. I subtracted 10 because it was a friendly number.
Excellent, yes, Siri.
Then I put 184 minus 10 equals 174.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized I couldn't take out a 10 because we knew we had to subtract 25. So I subtracted 174 minus 5 equals 169.
Hold on yet, Siri. I want to capture the great idea. I realized I couldn't take away another 10 because I wanted to take away 25. Yeah, Siri, it's insights like these that really help us better understand how you solve. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. So you said you did 174 minus what?
Minus 5 equals 169.
Excellent.
Then I got my answer 169 triangles.
Beautiful. 169 triangles. Awesome job, Yatsiri. All right, if we can find Yatsiri. Oh, I got her. And mute her. All right, we are going to go ahead and we are going to give Yatsiri our roller coaster cheer. Roller coaster hands up. Thank you, Alina. All right. Woo, woo, woo. Nice
Wow,
job,
Jaden, I
Yas.
really like that roller coaster. Nice supporting your friends.
It's a good one. It's a all-time fave. All right, we
So,
have one more presenter for today who I am super excited about. We are gonna go ahead and have Ian present. If we can find and unmute Ian.
He is unmuted.
Beautiful.
Zamaya, sit up.
All right, E, you got this. I'm so excited.
So first I put 194 minus 225.
Uh-huh.
So then I crossed out 9 and 4 at 194.
Okay.
So then I put 8 on the top of 9 and 14 on top of 4.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on a minute. Why did you go to 9 and take away 110?
I took away 110 because 4 is smaller than 5.
Oh, so what were you doing when you took away that 110, Ian?
I wanted to make 4 a bigger number than 5.
So what did you have to do? You had to?
So I had to add 110.
What is that called, Ian, when we have to borrow from the next highest place value?
It's called it's called recounting.
It's called regrouping. It's called?
Regrouping.
Right. Lorena, your body should be still. This is the last time I speak to you before it becomes a warning. Thank you. All right, nice job, Ian. I love how you told us that you crossed out that 9 and made it an 8, and you crossed out that 4 and made it a 14. Ian, why did that 4 become a 14?
That was a 14 because I know that 10 plus 4 equals 14.
Excellent. Keep going, E.
So then I put 14 minus 5. So that gave me 9.
Uh-huh.
Then I put 8 minus 2, which gives me 6.
Beautiful. Give us 1 second, Ian. There's a scholar who's making sounds when they should not be. If you are a scholar, oh, it is Haley. Haley, you have a warning. This is my 3rd time talking to the whole class about making sure that your sounds are muted. Go ahead, Ian.
So then I see 100 minus 0. So then I just
Ian, are you touching your headphones right now?
No.
Okay, let's make sure that we're not, because your sound is a little bit choppy, and that happens sometimes when you're accidentally touching your headphones. Go ahead.
Oh, because my internet in my house is bad.
It's okay, keep going.
So, 1 minus 0 for the 100, so then I put 1. Because I know that 1 is bigger than 0. So then my answer was 169. 69 triangles.
Was able to get to the correct answer on his first try solving. So proud of you, E. Let's go ahead and give him a cheer. We are going to give Ian our mirror cheer because he was definitely looking good today. All right, team, get your mirror hands ready. All right. Looking good. so proud of all the presenters today. I was so excited to see so many strategies. There were even more strategies that we wanted to share out, but we just didn't have enough time. Unfortunately, we didn't have enough time today because we had to have quite a few resets because there were multiple scholars who were making poor choices. And unfortunately, that means that we don't have time for our wiggle break today. I know, I'm really bummed about it too. Let's make sure that tomorrow, when we're coming back to number stories, that we're being respectful, not only when scholars are retelling, but also when scholars are presenting. I would love for for teachers rather, to shout out a few scholars that they saw making great choices. I would definitely like to shout out Ian. He is someone who is super focused, and that helped him get to the correct answer today. Good job, E.
I
Anyone
noticed
else you wanna-
Aldo as, oops, sorry. I noticed Aldo as someone who is really respectful as a tracker. I know in Cornell you choose a track star during number stories. I totally would have chosen him as a track star if that's what we were doing today. Maybe we can give him a dojo point for that.
Absolutely.
One scholar that I noticed that was really listening the whole time is a Yumikun. I noticed that a Yumikun was listening. He was making sure he was silently agreeing and disagreeing to Yumikun. I want you to keep this up. Zulea, Widad, I noticed that you guys are standing up and doing something out the ordinary. Right now is not the time. You need to sit down. I'm very disappointed in you, Zulea. You just lost a dojo point.
I would like to shout out Maima. I think she did a great job of sitting a scholar, and she'll be getting a dojo point for that. So that'll go towards her lunch punch this Friday.
So exciting. I am so excited to hear about all these scholars who are getting those dojo points. We're looking to give out dojo points whenever possible when we see scholars that are making great choices throughout their day. So definitely continue on in writing. I'm definitely hoping to give scholars in my advisory those points for making sure that they're being respectful the whole time. Nice work today in number stories. I'm hopeful that tomorrow we'll be able to earn that wiggle break.